A very interesting demo of our B scan, and today we have been running this interesting group purchase program for a lot of equipments time and again. And Lensometer, though it's a very simple equipment, but still one of the most critical equipments in an ophthalmology practice, because giving the right glasses, determining the existing power of the glasses also is important. And when the equipment is economical, hospitals could also afford to have 3-4 lensometers, one in the optical shop, one with optometrist, maybe one inside the doctor's room. It's a critical equipment in any ophthalmology practice. And what we are doing through Ophthall buying group is because, see, there are hundreds of equipments which are being bought by doctors at one point of time. But there is no group purchase model which has been existing previously. And Ophthall is the first structured group purchase initiative which was started. We started almost 2.5 years back. As of now, we have almost 3,000 members in our groups. Time and again, we join together to buy a lot of equipments. We have been very successful in the Ophthall echo missions, where almost 300 plus doctors have been helped since we started the group purchase program for Ophthall. And so what do we achieve by a group purchase is, one thing is identifying good vendors, like Mr. Sanjay is a good friend of mine. And so identifying good vendors who supply good products with a lot of service background, a lot of experience. And the good vendors also support, because as a group, they are will be getting, there is not too much of requirement of marketing. And we also support them in the exposure of the products to the market through our online demos. So it's like a win-win situation when we have a group buying program. Basically, there is no need for negotiation for the doctors. We are sure, like, the price which we get will not, where nobody else might be able to get cheaper, because we are able to leverage the bulk volumes. And so it is also helpful to doctors, not in terms of pricing, but even in terms of better service and better support from the companies. It is also helpful, on the other hand, to the suppliers also, because they don't have to put a lot of effort, spend a lot of money on the marketing part. Other thing is, they also get a fixed set of customers, number of customers who will be immediately paying and buying. So we started this lensometer initiative, I think almost 15-20 days back, and already something close to 30 plus orders we have taken. The pricing is really cheap. I would like to thank Mr. Sanjay for supporting the group. I'm sure not too much of a margin is there for them also, but still it's okay. We thought it's a good way to expose further products from the same supplier to our group. So today we will be having this online demo for Eyevis Lensometer, which is become very popular these days. And so the meeting would start with the demonstration of the product, and then we will have a question and answer session. And thank you everybody for joining on the weekend and on the last day of the year. And I think most of us are not in a mood to listen to product demos or even work today, but still thanks everybody for joining today. And over to Mr. Sanjay, you can go ahead with the demo, and then after that we will have the question and answer session. I think you have to unmute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he is my colleague, Mr. Biren, and he is going to give the complete demonstration of this Eyevis Lensometer TL-6500. So I'll just flip the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello everyone. This is Biren Patel and just introducing very good, sturdy and very much accurate lensometer model TL-6500. This is a product from Ningbo Mingsing Optical Corporation Limited. It's a very renowned and very quality manufacturer of China. Ningbo Mingsing, talking about the Ningbo Mingsing, they are certified by lot many other multinationals in ophthalmology field. Likewise, Lunio Technology, who is a France-based company, and they also have certified them as their product manufacturer, OEM manufacturer for their product line named Vision X, I believe. So, Ningbo Mingsing is producing a very good quality equipment, very stable equipment, and at very cost-effective rate. So one of these products, their product is this TL-6500. As far as our knowledge is concerned, this is the first lensometer which is certified as a FDA approved, and which they are publishing in their catalog also, and they assure okay, this is a first FDA approved lensometer, right? Coming down to the lensometer screen, this is already in a state power on stage. The on off switch is situated on the left side of the machine. I have just switched off and look at the screen. Once I start, how fast it boots up, and with a beep it gives the user mode. Now coming down to the screen, it is now user ready machine. Coming down to the screen demonstration, it's a touch screen machine having all the parameters adjustment which routinely we used to keep on changing, or we the screen. Coming to the first screen appears, this is for normal lens measurement. Touching down, this converts to the multifocal lens. We used to call it a progressive lens or a bifocal lens. And this is contact lens mode. And a question mark is appearing. This is auto mode. So the moment when you put the lens, if it is progressive, it will switch over to the progressive mode. And if it is a monofocal lens, it will remain in a monofocal stage. Something like this is the progressive lens. And I am offering to it, yeah, it is straight away switched over to the progressive mode. Once again. Yeah, coming down to once again. This question mark, this indicates an auto mode. If you put the progressive lens beneath the measurement area, it automatically switches to the progressive mode. Right. Now, looking to the screen, these are right and left, different two columns are there. As per normal standards, first measurement always starts in the right mode. The left can be switched over from here. As far as once the right measurement is done, automatically it will switch over to the left measurement mode. The right side of the column indicates the different mode, which will come to that later on. This is a parameter setting. Different parameter setting can be done. This is addition mode. If you want to switch over to the addition mode, switch on the addition mode in monofocal lens. Yes, you can. There's a print button and a clear button. This 4 buttons, 5 buttons are annotated on the right column of the screen. Whereas just beneath the measurement line, this is the lens selection. We discuss about the manual, this normal button. Will switch over to the demo graph on the screen, where you can put the lens and just highlight this bar. This horizontal and vertical bar can be moved beneath. And you can see the RPD, the right side PD. Unlike other lensometer, this gives the right PD and left PD and total PD. Right from the center and left from the center. This is very much crucial when one is using the three-piece lenses, three-piece frame.
where definitely loosening of the lens holding itself invites lot of problem for the user patient. So this gives the right PD, left PD individually as well as the PD, and apart from PD, it gives the height also, PD height, pupillary central height of the corridor. Right. This is fully a mechanism. The on display measurement. How we need to do it? Put the lens, adjust the slot. These are the different nose pieces. We just need to set it, and at the center we need to bring down it over here. There are lines, horizontal and vertical lines. We need to match with the center mark, and we will get the RPD as 31.5 for this spectacle. Left PD is 30, right? So this is how it basically measures. Upon requirement, we can individually demonstrate on video calling also. This is the measurement button, the auto, manual, and near to the center. This is auto off. Now, auto off means it will not freeze the measurement. It will measure, but it will not freeze. Something like I put the lens, it will give me the power, but it will not freeze. See, this is the another mode. If you are near to the center, then also it will freeze. This is for the fast disposal of the measurement. And this blue crossbar is until and unless you are into the center, it will not memorize the measurement. See, this green, until and unless it becomes blue, it will not freeze. The moment when I reach at the center, it automatically becomes the blue. And see, after right measurement, as soon as I remove the lens, it straight away switched over to the left eye measurement, right? As right now I am using only a single lens measurement. No need, I can leave it here and give a print command. So it can be printed out, right? This is a left right switching. If you wish to only switch over to the single lens, you can switch over to the single lens. This is prism display. Right now I have kept it off. Otherwise, if ophthalmologist, being an ophthalmologist, you must be prescribing the prism lenses also to your needy patient, where this can measure the prism value up to 10 prism value, and it is displayed in power at radius, XY coordinate, and prism off. Different two values, different two units are displayed for the prism measurement, whereas here is the step measurement. Step in what step, what increment or step increment, it will display the lens power, the point and 0.25. So it gives you different four display units: 0.01 accuracy, 0.06 accuracy, 0.12 accuracy, and 0.25 accuracy. So here we confirm that this can be, or this would be, an FTM up to 0.01 accuracy, right? And the cylindrical value, plus minus mix, it can transpose the measurement of minus cylinder to plus cylinder and plus cylinder to minus cylinder, right? So as far as the display is concerned, very user friendly, straight. Yeah. And once suppose you have freeze the measurement, don't want to take a print, just clear it. This is an eraser sign, clear it, and it is ready for next measurement. As far as the display is concerned, Very useful, very user friendly. Yeah. And apart from that, now we have another mode named UV measurement. This equipment does not only offer UV measurement, UV coating measurement, it measures the green light, the daylight transmission rate also. So it is as simple as put the lens and hit the desired line. So it gives the green light passes 8%. 12% daylight is also 8% green light, the daylight, and it can pass through only 9% UV. It means this lens is 91%. Now for the right eye measurement, once again I will put another lens, and I will just put. So here it is 91% green light passes through, so 9% daylight cutting with 92% UV cutting. It can pass through only 8% of UV light. And so 92% is the UV protected lens for this lens. We can take a printout of this also. So in market, there are other different lensometers are available which measures the UV transmission, but it does not use the printout for that UV lens. This is exceptional with this lens meter. Coming down to the routine measurement. First of all, I'll just show you one good thing, the technology of this machine. You can see this green light. I believe everyone can see the green light. So, and changing the intensity of the light. Yeah. So this machine works on the Hartmann-Shack principle, wavefront principle. It measures in this single beam, it measures 145 measurement points. So the entire spectrum, entire offered area is measured at different 145 measurement points, and that too the Hartmann-Shack, the one of the most trusted and approved measurement analysis pattern, wavefront pattern, right? And it measures through a green light, which is normally an Abbe value compensation. Something like all the lenses have its own aberration value. So for different lenses, from CR plastic to acrylic to glass and different glass quality, there are different aberration values are there. In the conventional old lensometer, we need to previously select what aberration value we should give for this specific lens, and according to that, the accuracy was influenced by the aberration value. Whereas this is automatic aberration adjustment software is there. The light source itself adjusts the aberration value, aberration automatically, and it gives for whatever the kind of lensometer, every time it gives only 100% accurate measurement. There are no chances that it gives any error. It cannot give the error. The technology as well as the measurement principle is the latest in the industry. Right, coming down to the measurement part, this is a lens holder. We used to call this is a lens stand where we put the lens. The tip of this lens stand is a soft black acrylic, soft silicone, which never hurts or damages the lens coating as well as the lens. And we recommend that to begin with, we should always keep this on, which keeps the lens, your lens stable and perfectly horizontal. And just we need to move it. Coming down to center, this is auto off. So this is a monofocal lens. It gives 2.25. It automatically shifted to the left. The monofocal measurement is very easy. Now we will switch over to the other eye. We will switch over to the progressive, right? We are not programming the progressive for next because we have kept it in auto mode. The moment when we, see, it automatically converted to the progressive mode, where I will just first measure the distance and then move the corridor. Even if I miss the alignment or if I go outside of the corridor, it indicates me to move the lens. So for this lens measurement, the distance is 0.5 spherical with addition of 2.5 addition, right? So here we have measured right eye as a monofocal lens and left eye as a multifocal lens, progressive lens. Normally, this is not the case with every patient, but we have just explored that a monofocal lens and the other is, or if you keep the machine in automatic mode, monofocal as well as multifocal lens can be automatically measured. Now just taking the print, it will give us a printout, very fast printout. Now coming down to the frame measurement. Basically, that is the main concern in ophthalmology practice. Majority of the time, the measurement is taken of the frame, not the glasses individually. So we recommend, this is a lens table. We just need to extend it. I will just put my glasses facing inner, the reverse. I will just hold both the bottom of my spectacle, lower rim should touch the lens table, and then I will see, as far as the monofocal is concerned, you need not to hold this thing every time, because at center you are going to get your power. It is 1.25 plus. Now it had already given this thing, but it's a monofocal lens without any cylindrical power, but still in cylindrical power, I can put it in this way. This is the axis marker. This is how it marks the axis. So red dot, 3 dots normally comes in a line which gives the total horizontal. Now that is the axis actually. How the lenses are fitted. Suppose you have prescribed a 10-degree axis. So with reference to the 10 degree, if you keep the lens in this direction, it should give you the 15 degree over here, right? Now coming down to the bifocal lens or a multifocal lens, our equipment is already programmed in automatic mode. So the moment when I put the lens, it will automatically switch over. Distance it had already measured. Now coming down towards the near, it had already given. See the speed of the measurement. The distance +1 to 1 cylinder at 157 degree axis, and addition is 2. Distance only plus 1.5 cylinder with 3 axes, and the distance is 2.25. Addition is 2.25. Right. Now coming down to the measurement part is briefly explained. Individually at the time of installation, normally we used to provide the video demonstration as well as on video call. We are always available around the clock. But going for the other parameter setting of the equipment, there is a key given over here, that is the settings. Display settings. This is the display setting, the measurement setting, the system setting, and the interface setting. First is the step 0.01, 0.6, 0.12, and 0.25. This button is already displayed on the screen. The cylinder value, plus, minus, and plus minus mix. The prism value of power at radius and XY coordinates of. The wavelength, what it measures. In Asia, we normally use is a E line measurement. In Europe, they used to use the D line measurement, wavelength. And for the near measurement, should it give the complete power of near or only the addition? We can select. If you select only near power, it will consider the near vision as an individual lens and it will give the complete power, which is not the case. Normally, we used to pronunciate and we used to use the addition terminology, right? This is for the measurement part settings mode. We have kept it normal, PPL, contact lens, progressive and contact lens, and auto. If you select auto, which we have selected, it always remains in auto mode. Auto right left. If you want to select on, you can keep it on, or you can keep it off also. The auto read function, the auto freeze function, right now it is off. Near and center. Near means near to the center, it will freeze. Center means until and unless you get into the center, it will not freeze. Right? Auto addition, on and off. Here on the display main, addition switch is there. If you don't want to use that, you can keep it auto add on. Right now, the screen is displaying right and left both together, which is a normal practice in ophthalmology. Otherwise, in optical practice, they don't use the right and left. They always keep on measuring a single lens. Here they can enable the single lens measurement. And UV step, 1% or in the step of 5% you want, it will display. Then the different settings of the beep, the sound it gives, you can switch it. The brightness of the screen can be adjusted at 10%, 30%, 60%, and 100%, as well as it has got the screensaver mode. Either if you keep it off, so until and unless you switch off the machine will remain on. If you keep it 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes, keep the machine idle and it will go. Right now it is programmed for 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes of idle, it will go to the sleep mode, right? This is the communication protocol. This lensometer is a part of a complete network of refraction system, whereas the auto refractometer is there, the lensometer, and a phoropter. All three things can be connected. This company is offering the lensometer connection or the auto refractometer connection, as well as they do have their beautiful chart phoropter also, digital phoropter. They offer different two options of connectivity. One is the conventional cable and the Bluetooth technology also. These people have the Bluetooth technology incorporated in the lens meter. So it becomes a totally wireless network, whereas auto refractometer, lensometer, and phoropter are wirelessly connected. And the chart projector also. These are different setting, time setting, and footer in the printout. If we want our clinic's name, you can write down over here. And the software version. This is back. So as far as the lensometer usage and demonstration, from my point, from my side, I definitely surrender. Now it's okay.
Yeah. Sir, it was a very elaborate demonstration, and thank you for that. Even I didn't expect this lensometer to have so many features. I think so. For the price, definitely very wonderful product, sir. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Doctor,
we can.
Doctor,
Yes,
what
sir.
I suggest, something like you prescribe a drug to your patient and you insist that patient should come and get confirmed that this drug is properly delivered by the chemist to him.
Yeah.
The prescription of the lens also should be considered in the same way, that you are prescribing glasses, and if the patient gets glasses done somewhere outside, at least he should come back to you and get it checked whether it is properly fixed up or not.
Yeah.
Because cylindrical lenses, definitely they are very much crucial in fitting, and the PD, the pupillary diameter, pupillary distance between two lenses. If
Yeah.
even if your refraction or your prescription is perfect, but if the fitter makes a mistake, the patient will complain that I got my eyes checked at this doctor and I'm not comfortable. Ultimately, you are not at the fault. The fitter, the person who is fitting the lenses, his mistake will turn out to be a punishment to us.
Yeah.
So we always suggest that at least one lensometer you should keep on your reception, and your reception guy should just confirm whether the lenses what patient has got it done outside somewhere is properly fixed up or not.
Yeah. So we can open it up for questions. So if any of you have questions, please unmute and you can ask questions for the. Are there any questions from the audience?
Yes, sir, I have a question.
Yeah,
So,
please.
what's the calibration of this instrument? Is there
Yeah, doctor. This basically is auto calibrated machine. The moment when you switch on the machine, it gets calibrated automatically. Since it is following the wavefront technology, wavefront system does not require a calibration, periodic calibration.
okay?
And for testing the calibration, I suggest that you should keep your you should periodically check your trial lens set itself. The trial lens case is already there. You can just keep on checking.
Okay. And another thing, we get an error, optic error many times. Is it just because of dust or something else?
Yeah, exactly. There is only one maintenance which has to be carried out at your place by your person. Since we are living into the one of the most dustiest part in the world, there are lot many dust is there. What I did, I just removed this lens cap and just have a look at this glass. If you find the settled dust, just clean it without any force. Just clean it or wipe it up with a soft cloth. That's it.
Okay, right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I'm sure that your error will go.
Okay, thank you.
So are there any questions from the other participants? I think the demonstration was very descriptive and clear. Our participants don't have too much of questions.
Doctor, I believe I made it little bit faster. The things were changing so fast, but even after that also, I tried to cover up almost all the features of the lens.
Yeah, it was very descriptive.
Yeah, individually, if at all, not right now, but afterwards also, if at all anyone have query, our contact details can be shared by you to them also, right?
Yeah.
So we are always ready to help round the clock.
Yeah. So there is a question on installation, like once we do the order, so how does the product reach the doctor and how is the installation done?
Yeah, actually, as we have been following up the process, like once we receive the order and the payment, then we will dispatch the equipment immediately on the same day, and it reaches in India. It reaches maybe in a time frame of 4 to 5 days. So after that, we have an exhaustive demonstration video also, which we can share the link on YouTube. That also is there, and our people are always available online to help for online demonstration anytime, whenever your person is okay, means convenient. So both way we are okay. I mean, we can share a video link and online demonstration also we can conduct. So since this is a very plug and play type of equipment, no installation, no dismantling, or no installation is required or assembly is required. So that is why we have kept it in that manner.
Yeah. So I have another question which is unrelated to the lensometer, like because you are dealing with, let's say, the autorefractor ARK with the keratometry. Basically, we ophthalmologists don't have too many choices because there are 1 or 2 standard brands. So we are forced to buy those standard brands. And are there any reasonably economical alternatives which are also good in quality? Because what we see is, even we took a demo of many of the autorefractors, Chinese or Korean and even the Japanese, in terms of the accuracy, almost all are performing a similar way. But only because we are used to some particular brands, we are not able to change our mindset to buy the other lesser known brands. So what is your experience on this? And yeah, maybe if you can, because you have been selling top brands, you also have the other brands also. So what is your suggestion? Because there are many doctors who cannot afford the costlier ARKs. So what, only reason we buy the costlier ones is because we are afraid to try out the other ones. So what is your experience on this?
So see, I will put it in that manner. Like as far as the refraction technology is concerned, I think most of the equipments are having a similar kind of accuracy, whether it be it a Korean or a Chinese. Nowadays, Chinese are also quality wise very good these days, as well as the Japanese one. So refraction technology, they are almost similar. Not much, means every autorefractometer is having almost 90 to 95% accuracy. Nobody can claim they can provide 100% accuracy, because subjective refraction is the must. Okay, so it's not like lens meter. Lens meter, we can say it is 100% accurate, but in autorefractometer you have to say it is 90 to 95%. Now coming back to the keratometry part, definitely the Japanese companies have got an edge over Chinese or Korean brand, because the keratometry, there are two different focal points. Like for refraction, the focusing has to be done on the retina. They have to see the reticle, the shape of the reticle, and accordingly the algorithm decide the power of the patient. Whereas in keratometry, they have to focus on the cornea. So both the focal point are different. So it is like at the distance of 21 or 22 millimeter, that is the axial length of the human eye. So those having two different focal point, definitely the Japanese machine, that technology, they are the only one who have got that technology, two different focal point. Whereas in Chinese and Korean, there is only one focal point, and simultaneously along with the refraction, they take the keratometry also. So definitely the keratometry part is not that much precise as good, I mean, as it is there in Japanese autoref keratometer. So that is why still many ophthalmologists, they still, and we also very frankly share our opinion that if you are considering the keratometry accuracy part, if you are not having optical biometer, or you are depending on the keratometry of this particular equipment, then you should definitely go for Japanese one only. Otherwise, for refraction purpose, you can definitely rely on this any Chinese or Korean. That it is also equally good, means the refraction part is equally good.
So basically, if a hospital wants to have 2 autorefractors, so ARKs, maybe one can be Japanese one, and the second one, which you use only purely for refraction, can even be a Chinese one. You don't have to.
Yeah, that is perfectly okay. I mean, second OPD they can always go for any Chinese auto refractometer. That is also nowadays even the Chinese auto ref keratometer also they have also improved their accuracy a lot. But still, Japanese brand have got an edge over the Chinese brand.
Yeah.
So it may be within 1 year or 2 years, it may be equivalent to both. Means the Chinese are improving their quality very rapidly. Yeah.
There is a question on, sir, can you assure us regarding the durability of the equipment and how many years can we expect it to work well regarding the lensometer, the durability, like
Longevity, you can say that any Japanese unit like it lasts for everybody must have experienced it lasts for at least 15 to 20 years without any issues like. But as far as this since these are very new technology, these are not older than 7 to 8 years technology. It is difficult to say, but we estimate it should at least last for 10 to 12 years at least. That is the minimum life what we can expect, and then it depends on how you maintain it, how much care you are taking, the dust free environment, and those things are also will contribute to the life of the equipment.
yeah.
Yeah.
So are there any other questions from the participants? You can either type or you can unmute and ask. So yeah, I think it was very nice. Another question from my side is, why are Indian companies not able to make because auto refractor is the simplest equipment. Why is Indian companies are not able to manufacture an auto refractor? Maybe it's a wrong question, but I generally have this question because India should also make its own auto refractor.
Yeah, that is what our government is also promoting a lot, the MII clause everywhere, as far as means the government procurement, and even for private also they are insisting like Indian companies should come forward and have their manufacturing setup here. But only at the moment the problem what we are facing, that even if we start manufacturing, we may not have the market from all over the world, because made in China or made in Japan, they have earned that reputation that they've got world's market. Means world is accepting made in China or made in Japan, but made in India still it has not become that big brand. So we may have to be limited only for some region in India, or the only Indian procurement. So we may not be having that big volume, and unless we have big volume, we cannot compete with the Chinese this thing. So when after manufacturing, if we are able to sell that auto ref maybe at 2.5 lakhs, but the Chinese one will be able to sell at 2 lakhs even after importing. So that is the only apprehension. That is why all manufacturers are not taking this risk of having their own manufacturing setup in India.
Yeah. Another problem which we commonly see is majority of the equipments are like a monopoly. Let's say if you take YAG laser or optical biometry, you have very less choices. That is another problem we have when we buy equipments as ophthalmologists. But hopefully there will be more companies coming up which can provide us with a range of choices. Then the pricing might also reduce. Now because it's monopoly, we don't have too much of a pricing negotiation power also. If there are, say, 30 optical biometers, then maybe we will have better negotiation. Now there are 3 optical biometers, out of which only 1 or 2 most people buy. So there is like a market domination of a few equipments. Hopefully more companies will come. That's what our aim is, to identify even lesser known companies and give the confidence to doctors to buy those equipments. That is what we are slowly trying in terms of promoting good quality, but economic cost alone is not the factor we focus, but good quality, lesser known companies, but with reasonable price. That's
No,
what.
your job is a great service to the ophthalmology, and we highly appreciate your work. Means the way you are working.
Yeah. Thank
So
you,
it
sir.
is
I think
a real
if all
win-win
the
situation.
yeah, if all the companies support, I think this can become really beneficial for everybody. Hopefully, more and more companies are joining us slowly. So I think maybe before we finish, I also want to tell the audience that because the price we have offered for the initial bulk purchase, we wanted to keep it till December 31st. Because that's a really very low cost, which Mr. Sanjay also agreed to give for our set of doctors. So there will be a price increase. If you are interested in buying, please make the booking before January 3rd or next week, Wednesday.
Yes.
That definitely this same pricing we may not be able to sustain. So request you to confirm your orders before that, and then we will be able to supply at this price. So if there are no more questions, I think we can close the meeting. If there are any questions, please open up. Mr. Sanjay, if you have anything to say, you can say and we can close the meeting.
Yeah, I think most of the things are already covered, so not much is left to say.
Okay.
So
thank you.
Yeah, it is just means thank you very much for spending this much time on this like 31st December. So I appreciate the initiative taken by you as well as all the doctors. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So we will also post this on YouTube. A lot of doctors will see this on the YouTube also. Thank you very much, everybody, and wishing you all a happy New Year 2023. And hopefully we will support as many ophthalmologists as possible through these initiatives. Thank you, and we will close this meeting.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.